Good morning. I hope you can see me. Let me make sure I'm recording. Yes, I'm recording. Um, I bought. My husband's been wanting neck bones and rice. I haven't fixed them in a while, so I bought 5 pounds of neck bones. I remember when I was little that you could get this many neck bones, probably $1, but now these are $10. I was like, oh my lord! But we're gonna put them through. I've already cleaned them real well. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put them through a couple of cookings because I always cook mine a couple of times. This first cooking is going to be, let me get them in here first. I'm doing mine in a pressure cooker, but you can feel free to do yours on the stove. This first cooking will only be very shortly, and it's to sort of, I know you've heard your grandmother and aunts and mama maybe all talk about to get the scum off. Let me rinse my hand because it's got pork on it. Okay. Now, I'm going to put a pretty good bit of salt on these. Probably about 3-4 tablespoons. And we're going to use just enough water to bring it up to them. Probably 3 quarts of water. And I'm only going to put these in my pressure cooker for 12 minutes. High temp. And I'm going to take it down manually to 12 minutes. And we're going to start. Make sure it's to sealing. You don't want it on venting. You want it on sealing. And I'll bring you back when we do this part. And then we're going to stop it. And then I'll bring you back when we do the actual cooking of them. All right? See you then. Okay, I am back. My 5 pounds of neck bones have went through their first cleaning, and we're going to take the lid off and depressurize. Now the second cooking will be, let me rinse this lid because I want to make sure there's no scum on it. Now the second cooking will be our actual cooking. And I'll show you what we're going to do. I'm going to take these up with my spider. This water will be discarded. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to take this over here and I'm going to clean this first. Then we'll do the next part. This is good and clean. Dry my hands. Let me get the water off my pressure cooker around the edges because it will make it where it won't seal properly. And if it doesn't seal properly, it won't cook properly. And water gets down in those grooves. You clean them anyway, but sometimes during cooking it happens. All right, now I'm going to see if I can turn you around. Ignore my dishes. I've been washing dishes out of the cabinet. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to put cold water over these so I can handle these. And get me a bowl and sit there. And I want to try to get all the bones out that I can. And if you just run your hands down in there, you can. And just enough cold water. Like these bones here, they just slide out. I mean, there's a little meat on it. You want to feel for all the meat. And you don't want no animal to have those bones because they splinter badly. And they're going to go through another cooking. I'm just breaking loose what I can on the first cooking. Because some of them have meat down in there you can't get. I'm trying to get the loose bones. It'll save me a little time. And if you can't get them, just go to the next one. Don't worry about it. It's going to all come out. I promise you. Okay. See, there's a good one. Get all the meat out. And the bone. And that'll save me from having to cook that bone again. See? There's a good piece. Now when we cook them this time, we're going to save the broth and we're going to have to go through it to get, to pick the bones out. That's why I'm trying to get most of them out now. So it won't be so hard on my second cooking. But we're going to go through it. There's a little one. You got to be careful because there's some tiny ones in here and you'll get strangled on them. I don't eat them. He absolutely loves them. I never have liked them. When I was little and they cooked them, I would always eat the rice off of them, but never the actual neck bone. Okay. Now, we're going to drain all that liquid off. And the liquid is clear now. It's pretty clear. Let me wash my hands. All right, let me dry them. Hold on. Oh, they like to step on you, baby. All right, we'll turn you back around again. Because I'm going to show you what we're going to do now. I want my neck bones back in there. We're going to set this to the side because we're going to use it again. This time I'm going to use some Knorr's chicken bouillon. As always, everything will be below. I'm going to put some Knorr's chicken bouillon in there because we're going to keep this juice. I got salt, pepper, all the measurements will be below. Okay, we're going to just sprinkle all that in there. And I got packet of Goya. This is in your seasoning section. And it'll season them, give them a good flavor. Smells really good. And I got, this is peppers and onions. It's green and white peppers and onions. I'm going to put the whole bag in there. This is a 10-ounce bag. We'll put the whole bag so they'll be flavored good for him. He'll like that. Now let's get some water. And you just want to barely cover them. There we go. Barely cover them. And this time we're going to put them on 30 minutes. We want all that to cook down. And then we should be able to find the bones whenever we go back to it. We should be able to just feel the bones with our hands after it cools down a little bit. And I'll bring you back and I'll show you that. Then we'll add the rice to it. Neck bones is a process. And if you enjoy them, though, it's worth the process. And he enjoys them, so it's worth the process for me. So, all right. High temp, high pressure, 30 minutes, start, and then we'll bring you back. Okay, I'm back. My pen just dropped. I'm going to take the lid off of them. Let me put this over here. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to transfer all of this to this bowl. Liquid and all is really heavy. Give me just a second. I don't want to pour it out on myself. Okay. Now, I have right here 2 cups of long grain rice, just unwashed, just going in there. Now, I'm going to take this liquid, if I can do it without scalding myself, I want to cover it with some of the liquid. And you want to just lightly cover it. Okay. Perfect. See if I can show you how much liquid I put back in there. The rice is just below the surface. Now, I'm going to put the lid back on here. I want to make sure, sometimes whenever you use it multiple times, you have to get the pressure out of the lid. Okay, high temp, just for the rice with the neck bone broth, with the onions and everything in it. We're going to high pressure. We're going to take it down to, we're going to do 6 minutes because that broth is really hot. Make sure it's to seal. Now, we'll come over here and I want to try to get, let me get another bowl. Let's see, may need a couple bowls. I want to try to get as much broth as I can. There's nothing wrong with this broth, and it's really good. It'd be good in some beans, but I'm not going to use any more of it. Gotta move it. Whew, got a little warm. Now, set that good broth to the side. I got my thing here. I want to put just, I'm going to put cool water in this. And I'll show you what we're going to do. I need to cool these off for a couple of minutes before I can touch them. Okay. Let me put this on this side so I can wash my hands. Okay. Hopefully you can see me. Now, I got my bone bowl again. We want to start just pulling out bones. See, they just slide out and the broth is clean, the water's clean. That meat just, look at that hunk of meat. Just a hunk of meat and put it back in there. You eventually want to cool it off so you can feel the whole thing for bones. Because it's quite hot. You want to try to get all the meat you can out of those little nooks and crannies. Now, it didn't smell good when I cooked it the first time. It really smells good now. I mean, amazingly good. I just don't like neck bones, never have. See how that just slid off the bone? And that's nothing but meat. And there's a little piece of gristle, but that's fine. He'll eat that. It's just always a good thing to cook them a couple times. That first time gets that scum off of them. See, look at that. Bone come off, and the meat's right there. There's a lot of little bones, though. You have to feel for them. And it'll cool off in a minute enough I can really get in there. It's still pretty warm. And I don't want to lose my bell peppers and onions either. See, look at that. Meat slid right out of it. There's a little piece of meat right there. Stick your fingers down in those little nooks and crannies. You'd be surprised what's down in there. That's why they call them neck bones. I mean, look at that. Meat just comes right out of them. And my rice is already coming to pressure right now, and it'll take it 7 minutes, and we'll be through with all of it. I think we both got all the bones. Here's a little one. Gristle. Now, I want to get my broth. I'm going to move my bones. I want this broth off of these. Uh-oh, like spilled it. Because I'm going to put this neck bone stock up. See, it's a lot of good neck bone stock. I'm going to put it in the freezer. Because I will put it in dressing, if nothing else. Be excellent in chicken and dressing or turkey and dressing. Another little bone. That's why I told you, got to keep feeling. You'll be surprised. And see, there's even a tiny bone. I'm going to get it out. Here's a bone. And if you just keep feeling, you'll feel them all. You'll get every one of them. Just takes a little work and patience. Here's another little one. Don't worry about the gristle. He likes that. Look at all this meat. Uh-oh. Running out of storage. Let me wash my hand real quick. Alright, maybe it didn't stop on me. Yeah, it's still going. I wanted you to see the amount of meat. Look at that meat. That's nothing but pure neck bone meat in a thick gravy. And it smells really good. Look at that. There. Sitting there. I want to keep checking. Just want to make sure I don't want him to accidentally get a bone. And I don't want to crush the meat till it is no meat either. So I think I'm about satisfied there was nothing. And I just take it and squish it in your hands. You can feel it and squish. I think I'm about satisfied there's nothing there. See, I want to sit this over here. Now, I want to give my hands a good scrubbing. Just want to get that neck bone juice off that before I wash it. Now, as soon as my rice gets done, I will bring you back. All right? Okay, I am back for the last step. The rice has depressurized itself. Take the lid off. Smells really good. Okay, it is very hot too. Woo. Now I want to add the rice. And it's so fluffy. Whew, pot got hot. Hold on, pot got a little too hot for me. Didn't have it folded. Set this over here. All right, now we just want to stir in that. He's going to want a lot. Let me taste it first. He's going to want way more pepper. I want to taste it. It smells really good. It really does smell amazing. I'm even going to get a piece of the meat. That is good. Doesn't need salt, doesn't need pepper. He is really going to enjoy that. He is going to enjoy that, folks. See if you can see it up close. Big hunks of meat in it. There's just no bones. You just eat it. I'm going to make it probably some cornbread with it. That's probably what he wants with it. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I love y'all. Bye.